Well, our first night of camping did not go as planned.
Thursday was the start of our house-sitting road trip. For our first house sit, we factored in 2 extra days of travel. With an 8-hour drive ahead, we wanted to break up the trip with 1 night of camping. We also agreed to arrive a day early for a more comfortable transition for everyone, especially the pets.
We got a late start, so we decided we would drive 2.5 hours and camp in the Columbia Gorge. This campground seemed perfect. It was only $10 a night, and people were saying really good things about it.
But when we got to the campground, all the sites were full. A camper tipped us off and told us if we found the camp host, he was opening up a few more spots.
After driving around a bit, we found Ian the park ranger, who hooked us up with the perfect campsite for the night. With the campsite secured, it was time to set up and start cooking dinner.
We still had a 5.5-hour drive the next day, so we ate dinner, admired the sunset, and went to bed. And this is when things took a turn for the worse.
As the sun went down, the wind picked up, and it did not stop. We knew the gorge gets windy, but we were not prepared for 40-mile-per-hour winds. Our tent was flopping around like crazy, and it was so loud that we didn't get more than 2 hours of sleep all night.
But as full-time travelers, we are no strangers to restless nights, and we were definitely not going to let this put a damper on our trip. The next morning, we got the coffee started and made breakfast before breaking down our campsite. By 9:30, we were back on the road and on our way to meet the pets and their parents.